So Greg's just blowing down the first coat. It's a little tight in there. Ooh, as it spins on. Careful, that's only held by the back, Greg. First coat down, he painted himself blue because he wasn't wearing long sleeves today.
First coat, more like second coat off of all of it.
The second coat off all of it, he started holding pieces to get coverage. And we'll clean him up too. We ran out of paint because we thought a quart would do it. It didn't. Basically got coverage, full coverage on the tank, full coverage on the front fairing, full coverage on the fender, full cover on the little cover pieces, full cover on the rear, and the side fairings need to still be done. And
Front fender as well.
the front fender was done. You
Yeah,
double
no.
coat that.
I didn't know if you said that.
Side covers still need to be done, and the pieces that go between the side cover and the rear piece. So we're gonna start cleaning up. He's gonna clean the gun. Gonna order some more paint, and we'll finish it up. Okay, so right now we're doing the decals on the bike. Got the tank ones on. We got the other ones on the side fairings. And then we're going to just do a quick one on the front one. And then we're going to clear it. Alright, so we had a little incident where the tank actually fell off the stand where it was. So we're going to have to do a little touch-up paint on it before we can get to the clear. It fell off the board that it was sitting on. Thank God it didn't dent the tank, but we have to try to fix it now. So we got our first shot of clear in here. That's obviously we don't have a fan in here blowing out. But it looks pretty good. I don't know if it's worth getting a fan to blow out. What do you think?
If we could cut a hole in this set and like hardwire it in,
Well, I don't have that.
that would be nice, but we also don't have electric out here.
Alright, so we have it. There is a couple sags that came in we'll have to sand out. Maybe we'll re-clear the tank.
Tank's the worst one out of everything.
Yeah, the tank just sagged a little bit in that one spot.
This tank just did not want to be painted.
Yeah, I mean, after dropping it on the ground twice,
She just did not want to be painted.
the biggest problem is actually the decals just wouldn't lay down and they bubbled back up. They were shitty decals from the internet, whatever. They weren't factory decals. The factory decals laid down pretty nice.
This panel turned out pretty good.
Yeah, that back panel came out pretty nice. Really nothing wrong with that piece. That piece is nice. Looks like a factory piece. This piece came out really nice as well. Those were factory decals. Got a little sag on the other side, very little. But as you guys saw, Greg was painting in the dark. So, he's basically painting with his eyes closed. The other pieces look pretty good. And the fender looks pretty good down there. Look, I mean, it is what it is. It's a bike that's a 1993. So we're going to decide whether or not we can just maybe sand that out. If not, we'll sand it with 1,000 and re-clear it. Not a big deal. Like I said, the bigger thing is the decal itself. It's got little bubbles in it. Just, and it actually got worse with the clear. I think the clear sucked it up worse on that side than this side.
Nah, both of them, they sucked it up because right here, it wrinkled up a little bit and it kind of just folded it in where it bubbled up because it was only this, and like the end was bubbled up. But
yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Again, it's a
happens.
It's a 1993 bike that was crashed. I mean, not that bad. The biggest part is that sag right there. So we'll see if we can't, like I said, we'll sand it. If it comes out, fine. If not, we'll sand it and re-clear it. Ain't no big deal. One coat, quick and quick. So, you know, we have other pieces that still have to get done. So, it's not a big deal. So we just wanted to get the ones with the decals at least on. And again, you know, you guys saw my other video. This tank was friggin' dented. So I mean, it's a pretty straight on fix that I did on that repair. So, you know, saved the tank that was really destroyed. And these tanks are hard to get and they're expensive. So, like I said, looks good. We're kind of happy. We'll let them sit overnight and we'll clean up tomorrow. Alright, so we have this sag here. So we're gonna just try to take the sag out. Worst comes to worst, we'll reshoot it. We got a couple little spots. As it was drying, it actually pulled the sag. So I'm gonna take a razor blade, start to cut this down. Then I'll hit it with 1,000 or 800, I don't know yet. And then I'll keep going until I get it out. So it's the second night of painting the CBR. We had to redo the tank because we had a little, I don't know.
Okay, now I see the bugs. That's a problem.
Painter's issue.
There's a fly in here.
Okay. There's a bunch of bugs in here. There's not much I can do about it. What do you want me to do about it?
Get it.
So, anyway, second night. We're trying our hardest to kind of paint in here, and there's
Okay, now I
bugs.
see all of
And Greg just missed the bug.
them.
Okay, Greg got one of the bugs. This is the problem when you're not painting in a fucking paint booth. And you're painting in a homemade paint booth. What are you gonna do? It's a bike. And we're gonna finish painting it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. So it should
We
be.
had problems with the gun. We got a different gun.
Yeah, we get the clear got jammed up in our gun, even though we took it all apart and had it soaking overnight. Life happens. But anyway, so we have the silver painted, and we have the tank back down. We sanded it down to 1,000 grit to respray the clear, and we're gonna do that after the gray parts, because if that gun ain't spraying right, this tank ain't getting done tonight. I'll buy a gun in the morning. You know, we want to try to get it, the grays done, because we're almost 24 hours out. So we'd like to get it done, but we'll see.
Oh, come on. How many? This is not a night.
This is not our night. There's a lot of bugs out. I sprayed the door with
There's like
off.
1 billion flies in here.
And I don't know where they came from. There's nothing in here other than the parts. So
They must really like paint. I sprayed one of them with paint and it died. It was like having seizures.
so we'll see.
We had a little bit of contaminant problems in this panel.
No,
we already got
this one.
That panel.
This panel, I had to sand it all back down this morning for 3.5 hours to get the panel ready, because there was a contaminant in it, probably from Greg's greasy fingers, the way he holds parts.
Wasn't
Like
my
he's holding-
greasy fingers because I have gloves on now.
Yeah.
He doesn't have gloves on.
The
How
way-
do you show them your hands?
The way that he touches the back of the panel with his gloves that might have
Yeah.
dirt or something on them.
Well, that's your fault. You didn't clean it.
As usual, Greg can never take any responsibility for anything. Okay, so it's the next day now, and the panels all are done. They're just hanging. Now each one is just going to have to be wet sanded. I mean, there's some orange peel in some of them. Got a little drip in a couple of them. Like, you know, just a little bit here. Really probably not going to see much of it. That one you would see, but actually it's going to look like it's a drip running upward, so it'd be kind of funny. And again, they look really nice. Kid was spraying them in a shed. I mean, not much you can do. But again, like you can see some of the light here, that's just a little bit of dryness hit that with 1500 and 2000 and 2500, you'll never see it. It'll smooth right out. I'm just gonna let them hang here for another day or so, and then I'll cut one at a time. Obviously I can't cut more than one at a time, but I'll cut one at a time and get them ready for the bike. All the other pieces came out nice. The tank came out nice. We had to reshoot the clear because that one sag just wasn't going to come out. So it's done again. It looks nice. Came out nice. If you look at one of the other videos, you'll see what this tank looked like. This thing's amazing compared to what it looked like. So I'm happy with it. And when it's on the bike, it's going to look really nice. So we put the CBR back together, and she looks pretty nice. Not perfect, a few spots here and there, but for a $300 motorcycle, it looks 100% bad. I think I got about 1,200 bucks in the bike total, with everything. So I'm happy with it. Pretty cool with it. Anyway, figured I'd give you this and pop the video up. So, like and subscribe, hit the bell so that you get our updated videos. Tell all your friends. Build a lot of cool stuff here. So anyway, again, like and subscribe. Big thumbs up.